What's up, guys? So today we're going to be doing something a little different here on Barn Built. We're not working on any cars, but recently we built a table and we did a live edge pine bench for our 9-foot table, and these benches are 7 feet long, and I used a pine tree that we had cut down about 6 months ago, almost a year ago now, and let it dry out. Before I did anything with it, I cut it down the center, as you can see, and what I did is I used about a 4-inch slab, and then I sanded it down, real rough sand, and used a live edge, sanded that down a little bit, not too much, and then stained it and polyurethane it, light polyurethane, and then we put a 4x4 inch framing for the legs. So this is the kind of the process that I went with to do so. So like I said, I used a 20-inch, like a chainsaw, cut down the center, or cut the slabs, because it's about 20 inches at its widest point. And here's what it looks like rough. So now I'm just kind of taking a flap wheel sander, my angle grinder, and just kind of really rough sanding it to get those straight lines off, because if there's any lines on there, even from the angle grinder, then the stain's gonna just call it out big time. So this is the first set of sanding that I've started on. I'm gonna do both sides. The bottom, I haven't really decided. I think I know I have an idea of which side's the top already. But the bottom, I'm not gonna sand it as much. I'm not gonna do a second set of sanding. Like, I'm gonna probably take my orbital sander to it with some 60 grit and 220 grit, and then make it real soft. And then clean up the edges a little bit. As you can see, there's some knuckles there that I need to get rounded off. But I really like the look of the live edge, and I want to kind of keep that going. So this is going to be time lapse for a good chunk of the sanding part, because I've been doing it for about 2 hours now, and I'm only about 2/3 of the way done with one side. So let's get it. the final product, the bench. There's a fly. See how it's imperfect right there? That's what I wanted. I didn't want it to be perfect. So here's some of the supplies I used. We used latex paint to cover up the 4x4s in the bottom, the framework for the legs. We did 2 coats of that. We used this Jacobine classic wood stain by Varathane. This stuff's good. I like the color it comes. It looks darker on the front, but depends on your wood, of course, and how much you sand. This was what we used to coat it. We used a clear satin because water-based, of course, because we don't really like the gloss and I don't like the way it feels. So we only did 1 really thin coat, but this is 3 times the thickness supposedly. So it goes on pretty thick from the get-go, but I'm used to working with it, so I know what I'm in for when I use it.